Guess who's back? Hello. If you bothered to click the link, or bothered to come to my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Whitney Weideman, and I already did one makeup tutorial, but I wanted to do another one that was a little bit more in depth. So I'm just gonna do like more of a full glam, more of like what I would do if I was going out to dinner or something. Nothing like crazy, but more my like fuller makeup routine. So yeah, let's get into it. This is so weird filming myself. I'm gonna take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's like a 2-in-1 moisturizer and primer. It's really good. It just costs like I think $35, and it runs out pretty quick because I tend to use a lot of moisturizer. So I found that it kind of ran out real quick, and I just don't think I would keep repurchasing it, but I definitely got to use it up while I have it. But it is really plumping, and it works really, really well. I actually really like it. But for the price, I probably wouldn't continue to repurchase, but it's just personal preference. If you have the money, it's a really, really good hydrating primer. Trying to see if I want to do eyes or skin first. Let's do skin first, because I'm not going to do anything crazy on my eyes. This is like, oh god, I gotta shave. This is like fourth day hair. I wash my hair like twice a week. I'm going to use the same foundation that I used in my previous video, which is the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula in the shade DW2, which is way too dark for me. It's not like, yeah, it's way too dark for me. But I mix it in with a lighter foundation. I personally do not want summer to end. And it kind of is weird, different for me, because I love fall. I've always loved fall. And my birthday's in fall. It's actually the day that fall starts. Like the official first day of fall is my birthday. So I've always loved fall, but I don't know, I'm digging summer colors still. I'm not really in that fall phase yet. I don't know. And this is I'm usually so sick of summer by the time it ends, usually. I don't know. Today I'm going to use a beauty blender. This is my black one. I've had this for way too long. I love the way it applies foundation though. Just gonna balance that all on the skin. And make sure when you use a beauty blender you don't like swipe or rub, because it won't distribute the product super evenly if you do that, and it might be streaky. I've never done it before though, so I wouldn't know. Because I've always bounced because people told me to. So, or swipe if you want. I don't really care. I'm just telling you. I love the way those two foundations look mixed together. Gives a really cool finish. It's like dewy, but also still full coverage. that's the only thing I don't like about the Healthy foundation, is that it doesn't have the best coverage. So I prefer something with a little bit more coverage. I forgot to say what I mixed it with. I mixed it with the Wet n Wild foundation Photo Focus in shade Golden Beige. And that is usually my like winter color, but I've just been mixing it with that darker one to get my shade, because like I said, I hate buying new products when I have some at home that I can make work. Even if I have to like mix it, or if I have to finesse it a little bit. If I'm at the store and I'm about to buy something and I know I have something at home that I can make work, I cannot buy it. Like I will not. And that was not me before at all. Like, I used to buy so many products, whatever I could get my hands on. If somebody said this was the new foundation and you needed it, then I like wanted it, and I would save up for it, and I would like go buy it immediately when I needed the money for gas or like whatever. But yeah, I have to use up what I have. But I'm just gonna take, let's see, what should I do? I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild concealer, and this is in the shade medium, I think. This is like $3 at Walmart or wherever they sell Wet n Wild. I think they started selling Wet n Wild at Target a little bit. Not the best ingredients, like I think I mentioned before, but they make really good products for the price. Pretty crazy. So I'm gonna just put that underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take a little bit of my foundation and darken that up just a little bit, because we're about to add some Tarte Shape Tape, and it's a little bit too light, so I'm just going to mix that in with the foundation that I have to darken it a little bit. And this is in shade, what is it? I think it's just, oh, it's light medium. I thought it was, oh, not light neutral. Light neutral. Light neutral, that's right. That's a little bit too much. Put a little bit too much on. Take lessons from me. Don't do that. It's too much concealer. But I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna bounce that in. I'm gonna take it down a little bit around my nose. Some redness there around my mouth because it's a little bit dark. I love the Shape Tape. So that is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. It is like 27 bucks. I've had that one for months now because I've been wanting to use it up, but it's a great concealer. It is a great concealer. It's a little bit drying, but that's why I usually mix it in with a more hydrating concealer. Usually mix it in with the Fit Me or my foundation, because it's just a little bit too heavy looking on my skin sometimes. Because I would say I have like what do they call it? Combination skin. I think I have combination. I think. I used to be oily though. Oily. Used to be really oily. And then that changed. I think it changed whenever I started, my neck looks weird. When I started moisturizing my skin consistently, it seemed like my skin definitely started changing. So if you're not doing that already, I would start doing that, and it might even your skin out. I don't know though. I have no idea at all what the deal with that. I like to pretend to know things sometimes. Next time I do a tutorial or just a video in general, I would like to answer questions. I think I'll probably do that through my Instagram, but yeah. This is like such like a just a fun thing for me. This is not like, I'm not taking it too seriously, but I do really like makeup. So I'm just going back over that underneath my eyes to make sure there's no creases before I set it with powder, and I'm just going to set it with the RCMA, the original no color powder. You can find this online. Translucent. It is completely translucent. I'm just going to stamp that underneath my eyes, and I'm using my sponge to apply that. I really like how sponges apply powder. It really gets it to sink into the skin and look really, really airbrushed and just seamless. Also, if you do not want to buy a beauty blender, which I understand they're like 20 bucks. I've had this one for years though. I've had this one I think for like 2 years. So it's a good investment, but you just have to make sure you keep cleaning it. I clean it every single time I use it. I'm just putting that in my smile lines. If you don't want to buy it though, there's plenty of other sponges that are just as good as a beauty blender that were not out when I bought mine. Well, I think they were actually, but there's only like a couple dupes that were actually as good. But the Real Techniques sponge, I forgot what it's called. I used to use that one. It's orange. That one's $5. It's at like Walmart, Target. Really good sponge. That's like just as good. Like there's no difference, honestly, in the application, in quality. Just get that if you don't want to buy a beauty blender. For the rest of my face, I'm taking the Light Medium Fit Me powder, loose powder. I really like this powder a lot. At first I didn't. I can't remember why, but I really like it now. I think that it looks really, really airbrushed on the skin. I'm using a sponge to stamp that in. What I like to do as well is take the powder and then kind of stamp it on my hand so that it really like works it into the sponge, so I'm not applying too much to my face. And the key almost in all things makeup is blending. Just really taking your time. And I really don't like to do that most of the time. Awesome. Cool. So now I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm just gonna do something pretty simple. Maybe a little bit smoky, but not too smoky because the video is getting pretty long. But I'm just gonna take the Jaclyn Hill palette. Such a good palette. I use it all the time. It's a really good investment. It's only, I think it's $40, but you can find discount codes on like Jaclyn Hill's YouTube, Kathleen Lights, all those bigger YouTubers have discount codes for like 10% off and stuff like that. So I think it can come out to like 35 or something like that, but I literally use like all of these shades. I don't want to say I use all of them because I don't, but to me it was definitely worth it. Super blendable. I'm just taking this color. Ah! This one. I'm putting it in my crease and kind of all over my lid. Ugh. I also put that concealer on my eyes kind of as an eye base. And then I put the translucent powder that I set my under eyes with on top of that. Just so my eyeshadow would stay longer and blend better with the powder on top. Kind of just putting that everywhere. Mostly in the crease though. Next I'm going to take this color, that one. Still in love with these nails, let me tell you. See, that's why I don't want to leave summer. I love this color. How about we redefine what fall colors are? Because why do they have to be orange and brown and red? Why does that have to be fall? Like, why can't we bring summer colors into fall? I don't understand. So I'm changing that. I'm changing it. Okay? Taking that color, more of it. Putting it, I guess in my crease and kind of on the outer portion of my eye. I usually don't do super full makeup looks anymore. Kind of liked the clean look lately. I just think it looks more classic and just like clean. I don't know. But I used to do eyeshadow every day. Now I just don't have the energy for that. I'm gonna take it on my lower lash line a little bit. Just whatever is left on my brush. Just gonna go underneath here. I'm kind of squeezing the brush so that it's thin, so it's not getting everywhere. Kind of just blowing that out. Not too much though, because I don't want it to be super smoky. Okay. These nails make it difficult. I don't think I want any of those colors. I'm going to take this Natasha Denona Sunset palette. It's like $130, bro. And it is, I wouldn't pay that much money. I got it for Christmas. And I was not expecting it. But I don't know if I'd have the nerve. I don't know if I'd be able to spend that much money on this, personally. But everybody's different. But I'm just taking this color. I love this palette. If I made a lot more money and I wasn't 20, then maybe I'd spend that much money, but I'm gonna take this color and just put it kind of in the outer portion of my eye. Just give it a little bit more definition, just a little bit. I think that's all we're gonna do for eyeshadow today. Use one brush for this. And I have like a bunch, not really that many, but this always ends up happening. I don't even know where this brush is from either. I found it in my mom's makeup drawer and I just kept it. Don't tell her that I did that. I'm just gonna take whatever's left on that brush and just bring it below. Kind of just mending those two together, bottom and top. Really blending that out. Just bringing them together on the bottom. See, even that is a little bit too much for me. I like to take my finger and just like smudge it. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just go back over that. Just make sure it's not far out, too far out. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of the face and add if I want to. I'm just gonna highlight first. I like doing this because I'm just taking my e.l.f. brush. I think it's blush brush and Opal from Becca, the best. I like to do highlight first because I find that once I blend the blush and bronzer on, it just melts it in a lot better. So it doesn't look like highlight sitting on top of my skin. It looks more like I'm just glowing, even though you can tell I'm wearing makeup. More. I love that highlight. But I find that if I do highlight last, it looks a little bit highlighty, and I don't want that. I just put that all on the cheekbones. And take some blush. Same blush I always use. Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. I like a lot of blush. Put up my nose a little bit, just to add color back to my face. A little bit on my chin, and my jaw, and bring it down my neck too. Just so we're matching everywhere. And just really take my time to just blend that all together. And put a little bit on my forehead, a little bit. I'm gonna take this bronzer. Actually, I'm gonna take this Pro Sculpting Duo from Makeup Forever. This thing is, I've used this for so long. There's barely any left, but I'm just gonna take, I'm gonna try to get mostly the bronzer and a little bit of that. I really like this though, it's really smooth. It's really orange based, so yeah, but I really like it. It adds a lot of warmth to your skin. I'm not super into contour. I used to be, but I just think it looks kind of muddy on your face. Ah! Oh my gosh. Hey. You okay? Okay, we're almost almost done, okay? That was scary. Taking more of that bronzer. Bronzer. This is a long video and I don't want to edit it. I don't want to edit it. Bring that down my neck. I had a dream that my chains were. Where did my eyebrow? Oh, I'm just gonna take a little bit of eyebrow gel. A little bit of eyebrow gel. L'Oreal Brow Stylist and Boost. Brow Stylist Boost and Set in the shade Blonde. It's clearly blonde. This really like makes your brows like super voluminous. I hate filling in my brows, so I tend just to not do it because I don't like taking the time. I always end up liking it when I do, but I find that brow gel is enough for me. I like to brush the hairs like a little bit up, not too much because I think it can start to look a little cray, but just a little. Okay, I think we're almost done. I'm just gonna blend a little bit more. Free, come set me free. Dry shampoo is left over in my hair. Oh well. Let's see. Just gonna do a little bit of mascara, and I think we'll be done. Oh yeah, and lips. I usually use the same exact lipstick. If you're watching this and you made it this far, which props to you, it's 30 minutes in. What should I film? Wipe my nose ring off. I'm not picking my nose. Mascara always makes everything better. Brings the whole thing together. Not a huge false lashes person. Sometimes I don't understand. Like, I watch a lot of YouTubers. Does everybody just like normally wear false lash? Is that like a normal thing? Because I don't want it to be in my life. So I wonder if it's normal for everybody else. Like, do people just wear false lashes? I don't understand how that's so normal in the YouTube like community. Like, they wear them every day. Not all of them. But I don't understand. I would not want that. It's way too much work. It's using the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. It's a great drugstore mascara. Okay, almost done. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of lipstick. I'm using the L'Oreal Nature's Blush 840 lipstick. I'm just gonna dab that on. Ew, I hate that sound. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I was a little bit entertaining for you. I know that this was really long. But yeah, let me know what you would want to see. And yeah, have a good day. Have a great rest of your week. And God bless.